Oh, dude, speaking of other shit like this, though, I know fucking Riz is about to fucking bust a nut all over the fucking pod. Is
Okay,
fucking
hit me with it.
Monster
Hit me with your nut.
Wilds.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we got Monster Hunter Wilds coming in 2 weeks. Cannot fucking wait for it again. I
Again.
again. I'm just like
Again.
I've been preparing. I've actually been preparing. I've been playing the old world just to go back to it because I wanted to use Charge Blade, and I never really got into Charge Blade all that much. I just started using Charge Blade because one of my favorites is Great Sword and Long Sword, and I use bow and sometimes I use heavy bow gun, and those are the 4 and 5 I use. But I always want to use Charge Blade because it looks sick. Because it looks like a giant sword and shield, and you can combine the weapon and then make it a Charge Blade, which a giant fucking buzzsaw looking axe thing, and it like electrocutes, or depending on the element you have, it could use fire, ice or whatever, or you can use
Yeah.
impact to like beat the shit out of them, and it just electrocutes, fire, whatever. It just bursts out elemental energy, just fucking them up, and just or you can just buzz saw them to fuck out of them, and I just like it because it's like two weapons in one, and you can unleash the charge. So basically, use the sword and shield, and you as the charging stance. So you hit them with like the monster, and it charges up these files, and the files, they're like these little your energy source that you store, and you charge up your files, and after you do that, then you want to use the files to charge up your shield, and after you charge up your shield, and then you can use the amp elemental charge, the super one, and you can just do massive damage to the monster, and you just go to town, and it feels so good. Just like it's one of the most complicated weapons. It's one of them, and which is charge shield. It's one of the most because it has so much move sets unlike the other ones, because it's just like long sword's easy to use, and like great sword's easy to use. You just got to recognize few combos. But this one, you can use guard and shit. You can parry. There's guard points. There's so much to do with charging shield. Charge blade, and it's just so good. And it's just like it's like two weapons in one, and it's great. Fucking love it. And
Yeah.
I cannot wait for this game to come out, because that's what I'm gonna be rocking with. Probably is Charge Blade. I'll probably switch to Greatsword and maybe what's it called, the longsword. But yeah, I
Okay.
cannot wait.
Have you seen any of this, Brave? Have you seen like the new Monster Hunter or anything like that?
I've seen a little bit of it. I to me, I don't know the franchise well enough to be like I can spot the differences.
Honestly, you don't need to know the franchise.
Like
Just go in, and pick. Just go in and pick.
I do want to play it. No, for sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. I've been wanting to play it since I remember my buddies were playing on the 3DS together. Really
The
shitty
3DS.
fucking
Oh, the 3DS.
yeah,
Oh,
bravery.
I think
It
it was
was
Monster Hunter
terrible.
4, I believe. That one's Monster Hunter 4.
Oh,
And then there was Monster Hunter Generations. That one's the one that remastered the 4, I think. And then that Generations came on the Switch, and then like put all of them in one. And just like it was pretty
ah,
cool. So the Switch
it
has
looked
like all.
fun.
Yeah, it is. It is. But World
Yeah.
is better.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
World is better. And then let me tell you something. Wilds just fixed a lot of stuff that people had problems with World. And it's just a lot better. And I cannot wait to play with friends and stuff. I'm just like,
Yeah, I wanted to play, so I wanted to get it so I could play with you, because I mean, it like I played Rise, and that was just such an awful game. It's like
Mhm.
probably the worst game I've ever seen, like in my entire fucking 1,000 years of living. It's probably the worst game I've ever fucking seen. But this one looks really promising. Like, I looked gameplay on it. I looked at the co-op. The co-op looks pretty stupid on how it works, but it's doable. But just the fact, like, whoever has never seen Monster Hunter, go take a just go on TikTok or some shit. It looks good. Like, this World Wilds looks fucking good.
It looks
Like
insane.
the monsters, the amount of like weapons and shit, like basically just like fucking moves and shit. The amount you can do, holy shit! It makes you want to goon everywhere, dude.
They added so
Fucking
much. They
badass.
added so much to all of them, and it's just like there's something for there's some weapons for everybody. It's just like if you don't want to use this weapon, you can use other weapon. I believe there's like 15 or 14 weapons in the game, and it's just like you can pick however fits your play style of whoever. If you want to beat the shit out of all these monsters, you go right ahead.
Mhm.
If you want to play support character, you can use like a freaking horn and just like play like some funky music, and just be like, hey, here's your stat
Heck
buff.
yeah.
What's your like favorite new thing about it that you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking bust when I get to use this or that or
Oh,
that?
again, the new monsters, bro. The new monsters, the new animation. They got new like moves for the game. They got new moves for like the weapons I want to freaking play as. Long swords got this samurai freaking attack where you just go up and charge and just like slash them just like Virgil. I'm just like, that's pretty fucking sick. And then like Charge Blade has a new move too. They give all these weapons new moves, and I can't, and I'm here for it. And I can't wait to fuck every single monster up with those weapons I'm gonna be using. That's gonna be my favorite part. Is just chomping the fuck out of their tails and their wings. They're mine.
And guess what? I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
I love it. I like the way it sounds. It sounds like just animal torture. It's like
Oh, they're
serial
dragons.
killer.
They're dragons.
origins.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Roberts.
Minecraft. I was sorry. I don't mean to say like I like the way this sounds, but the way you're
Oh, like,
describing it.
damn,
They're like, I can't wait to clip the wings and like fucking.
Well, because you
oh
do.
my God, a little
Whoa.
Dahmer in the making, huh?
Yeah. Well, because in the game you can
tell your mom, dude.
Yeah, in the in the game you can actually in order to get certain parts of the game guaranteed, like you need certain parts to make certain armors, right? And in order to like get certain parts, like you need Rathalos's tail, which is a dragon's his dragon tail, but you need to cut it off. So you need to do techniques. You need to aim for the tail, and you can actually chop off half his tail off, and then once it's off, you can actually harvest the tail, and you'd be like, oh,
really?
yeah, and you could be like, all right, this is Rathalos' tail, and I need it for this specific armor or slash this weapon, and
That's badass.
Yeah, that's why you need to farm for like these motherfuckers, because like all the time. But the most bullshit part about the game, I will say the most bullshit is the RNG aspect. There is one RNG, and that's the stupid ass gems. It's these wyvern gems. They'll be like, oh, this is like Rathalos gem, or this is whoever's gem. It's a fucking RNG. It's like a 10% chance to like drop or something to harvest it. So every time you kill a monster, it dies, and you get to harvest it 3 times, I think. 3 times. And if it's an elder dragon, you get to harvest it like 5, I think. But like common monsters, it's 3 times a harvest. So you get to pick at it. So you have 3 chances. Out of those 3 chances, you get a 10% drop on a wyvern gem. And sometimes you need to just keep fucking killing the same monster over and over again in order to get the same, in order to get a certain part of the armor or something like that. So it's
For
basically
reals?
yeah. If it needs a gem, the gems are the bullshit part, or depending on what part it is. It's
Well,
like,
is this for the new one, or is this your experience with the old ones?
it's just for all monster hunters. That's how it is.
Oh, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
okay,
So it's
okay.
basically you're farming for certain. I want this armor. I need to farm for a gem for this armor for that specific monster or weapon. So that's the one thing that takes a while, is farming the stupid gems. That or the tickets, but yeah, that's pretty much it. But it's a very grindy game, and I'm here for it, and I cannot wait, because I'm gonna be playing the fuck out of it for hours and hours and hours. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be game of the year unless GTA 6 doesn't come out.